So let's see where Mr. Louie Rankin is in this home. Let's see if we could find him.
You live out Castle, Kristen.
Oh, there you are. Hello, Mr. Louie Rankin. How are you today?
Pretty good, baby. What's up? I've been waiting for you, you know what I mean? Proud to have you in my house.
I appreciate that. I'm very privileged, sir.
I'm proud of you. I'm here watching one of my blockbuster movie, Belly.
I see that. That was quite a hit.
Yeah, relaxing with my little puppies, you know.
How sweet.
Because, you know, they say man best friends is the dogs. So I always stick to my dogs.
I see that.
You know, if my door ring, you'll be surprised. They will alert me. Sometime I'm here by myself, you know what I mean? I'm just chilling with, you know, how life is, you know what I mean? So, you know, I heard you want to interview me. What you talking about?
I do. I came here actually today to interview you, or at least not interview you, but ask you some questions and see how you feel in regards to the case that is currently going on, that's actually almost done in settlement in regards to Mr. Michael Fykes and the Cleveland Police Department. You know, the situation there that happened on June 30th, 2007 between him and Officer Browning. So I was wondering if I could have a moment of your time.
Of course. I know a lot about that case. And it's not just that case. I know a lot about police abuse case and the dysfunction with the law. Because people should know that the law means you serve and protect the citizens. And even if you're not a citizen, you're a human being, the law is to serve and protect and pursue the law in the proper way it's supposed to be.
Do you mind me asking, how were you associated with Mr. Michael Fykes? How did you meet, or, you know, what's your relationship, so to speak?
Mr. Michael Fykes is a very large promoter. When I met him, you know, I met him in California. You know, he bonded in Texas, you know what I mean, with his mom. And, you know, I know him as somebody that go out there and try to do the proper thing by promoting entertainment, you know. And from what I heard, it was a big controversy, and I'm really upset about it. I'm really upset about it to know that I know Michael Fykes. And he's not that type of violent person. The only thing I know, when he promote, he might have a couple drinks and go home, you know, sometime with his girlfriend, sometime not, you know. And he been in a lot of promotion business with my organization because, as you know, I'm a big actor, you know. You know, I'm a big reggae superstar. You know, the whole world know me. I do big movies, Shutters, Belly, you know, Roaming Lion. You know, I just finished a major movie right now.
Yes, I did hear about that.
Yeah, in Canada. It's called We Run the Streets. And we have a new movie coming up that we just written, and Christine Petty wrote that movie, which is you. And I'm proud to know that you want me to play that part in that movie.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's called The Boxing Coach. And that movie, I think we might win an Oscar, Christine, by the way, because this is a gangster actor that come out and don't change to a drama where I'm bringing the kids from the slump into the streets.
Right.
Bring them into the limelight and make them become champions, because everyone have talent. You understand? I came a long way. But talking about Michael Fykes.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, sorry to cut you there, Mr. Rankin. I did want to ask you, where were you at that time, and how did you hear about the incident that happened on June 30th of 2007 with Mr. Michael Fykes and the police brutality that happened upon him from Officer Browning that day in the Holiday Inn?
On June 30th, I'll never forget that day, 2007. I'll never forget that year. I'm in New York City. You know, I think I was with Nas or DMX, one of us. I think we was out at Red Lobster somewhere. And I think it was Nas. I don't remember who it was, to be honest with you, but it was another celebrity with me having dinner. We was having shrimp. And, you know, they found that whichever artist I'm talking, I'm not quite remembering who he was, but he was a mainstream celebrity because when I go to Red Lobster, he's like, we like friends, you know, me, Nas, DMX, we are friends. They familiar with Michael Fykes too.
Of course.
Nas love him a lot too.
Of course, it is a very big case.
Yeah, you know, you got guys like Gucci Mane. The guy's a good guy. He's in the business to promote. So they put up the phone and put the internet on the phone, and when I saw that and I heard Michael Fykes, I was trying to eat my shrimp. I stopped eating my shrimp. I said, Michael Fykes.
Oh, goodness.
That's my boy. You know, I said, that's my friend and a promoter. You understand, from promoting business, he become my friend. So I says, you know, I watched it. And it really hurts me to know this, and I'm proud for you to come into my house for me to talk about something like this. I think the president, the mayors, and the commissioners need to know the type of officers that they recruit in the police department to enforce the law, because the law is to serve and protect our citizens. So when I hear you don't 3, 4, 5 guys gonna pull up and then one of them gonna beat up one person that's probably tired, sleeping or knocked out, and just, you know what I mean? Come on, you know what I mean? You know, Mr. Obama is the president. I respect that man so much, and I hope that you could make this show so the president see this, because it's not just about Michael Fykes.
Well, I'm hoping the whole world will see this, Mr.
Right,
Rankin.
I'm talking about the leaders that hiring these illiterate people
I agree.
to be officers to protect people. They have to get these people and know that they're educated and intelligent enough
and in the right
to pursue the law.
And of course in the right mindset as well. I mean, I don't know if there's enough psychological testing going on. I don't know if we need to know more about what's going on in the homes of these officers or in the lives of them. But apparently it's been said, or at least it's been documented, that Officer Browning had 21, I think it was deadly force on civilians, 21 records of deadly force. His name is Officer Browning.
Browning.
I think it's
heard
John.
About that guy.
I believe he had 21 recordings of deadly force towards civilians. 21 cases between 2003 and 2006. How do you feel about, you know, a police force allowing even maybe three, maybe even 3?
I don't want to cut you. That was what I was trying to explain just a minute ago, and I'm glad you asked that question, because what is the government not seeing? Because the police academy supposed to investigate a human being that is gonna go out there with a gun, with a bat and stick, and driving a car, pursuing the law, protecting our
other
citizens.
people.
So what I'm trying to say, why is they still have this guy in the police department if his record is so disgusting?
I agree with that. So saying that, what is it that you'd like to see come out of this case? What is it, you know, what kind of justice do you expect to be served here? You know, as far as what kind of compensation do you feel Mr. Fykes should be getting for the force, the almost deadly force that was used to him? I mean, he was found knocked out.
Christine, it's not really about compensation, because when it's wrong, you're supposed to be compensated. So I just want them to understand what happened to Michael Fykes. I think that was disgusting and brutalizing and was wrong. I think that was wrong. I think that was wrong. What happened to Rodney King was wrong, and he got justice. You understand what I'm saying? Rodney King got justice, even though his body was broke up. But I'm happy to know that Rodney King got justice. What happened to the police in New York City running up on people saying they pull out a bottle, they thought it was a gun, and 40 something bullets was fired, and when they realized that man did not have a gun, that was wrong. That's illiteracy in the law enforcement business. So I want the president and all mayors of every city, not just in Cleveland, Ohio, but in Cleveland, Ohio, something like that happened. Maybe you mayors, I respect you, Mr. Mayor of Cleveland. I love you and respect you because I know y'all doing y'all good job. But please check on the type of people that you all hired to serve and protect our citizens, and that goes to California, that goes to Texas, that goes to New York, that goes to the whole wide world.
Right.
I'm pissed off of police abuse because you go to school, you did not go to school, but you go in an academy, come out, don't know the law, and they give you a gun and a badge, make you think you're a bad guy. No, you're not a bad guy. You're supposed to be the best guy, the good guy.
Right.
That's what you're supposed to be.
Right.
Not the violent guy, the illiterate guy. Okay? It really messes with my mentality. Okay, and Christine, could you please just send this all around, send it to the president. I want them to see how I feel.
I will.
I'm really wrong. What happened to Michael Fykes? You understand? Cleveland Police Department and the judge, I know these judges, because a judge is always a good person, because a judge have to be choose to be a judge. So I'm just going to put it in the hands of the judge to really open up his eye and look into the justice and serve that little fool some justice, and just get rid of him too, and get rid of all the officers with all these records of beating people up, unless it's a reason. Of course, if a criminal pull a gun on an officer, the officer have a right to shot him. If a criminal pull a knife running up on an officer, he got a right to protect himself. And if a criminal running up on other people, the officer should be there to save the citizen that's serving and protect.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, and it would be ethical if a police officer sees a fellow citizen passed out inside of a hotel. I mean, the only logical thing would be is maybe to try and wake him up and see maybe what it is that may be wrong with him, or what it is that he's even doing there for, it could have been anything. He could have been ill.
Can you believe that?
He could have had an epileptic seizure. He could have, it could have been anything. What if that was somebody's mother, somebody's father? I mean, this is someone's son. This is someone's father they've dealt with. What if it was fatal? So I just want to say to the people and Mr. Louie Rankin that, I hope justice is served in this case, and I hope Mr. Michael Fykes, believes justice, and, he deserves the justice. Well, and I think all the people of the United States of America need to feel that through this case, maybe we can make some change through police brutality and try and put an end to it altogether.
That's right. And I'm thanking you for coming here to ask me how I feel about it. And I'm really hurting about this, It's not just Michael Fykes. You understand? It's a lot of innocent people, black, white, Chinese, because it's not even about the racism no more. So, I just want the law enforcement and the judge to start serving justice just like they serve it to local criminals, because a lot of police officers are doing criminal job, because that is not the work of the law enforcement. What happened to Michael Fykes? Okay, so y'all, the judge need to look into this real good. Not only just reward Mr. Michael Fykes, but probably fire those officers and get rid of them and get intelligent kids that have an educational mind, because you have to be very educated to be an officer. You can't be illiterate. You can't have bad temper.
You're dealing with people's lives.
You're dealing with people's lives. You're protecting people out there. You understand? What are you going to do? You saw me drive up in my Bentley, you going to call me a drug dealer? Are you stupid? I got all that. And what are you going to do because all my big rings and stuff on my hand? And you walk up in my house, you think I'm a drug dealer?
Racial profiling, that's a major thing.
You pull your gun out and you want to shoot me or beat me up?
Racial profiling, something that's been around for decades, and is something I hope you and I might be able to touch on later in the future as well. But for now, I just wanted to thank you so much on touching base with us and letting us know how you truly feel about police brutality in general. The case about your friend, Mr. Michael Fykes, we all hope he gets the justice he deserves, and see you next time.
And I just want to big up all my people that y'all listening to. Y'all be careful out there. When the law stop y'all, just answer them. Don't get upset with them because they might just do things and just beat y'all up wrongfully. And I just want to big up all my people. Big up Sugar and her television thing that she doing. Big you up, baby.
Thank
big
you.
up the Sugar promotion. Big up Artillery South, Artillery North.ca. You understand? I'm out here in Canada. She's in my house talking to me. I'm here with my little boo them, chilling. You know what I mean? As a gangster, I'm not out there in the street because I'm scared these police might beat me up like Michael Fykes. And I don't want that to happen. Big up iHouse for the work that you're doing over here, man. Promoting Bismo. Big up yourself. G, big up all the people. Big up my mom, Tina Cherry. You understand? Big up Christine, my baby, and his family. You understand? Her mama, her daddy. One day I'm going to come over and have dinner, okay? Is that cool?
That's cool.
Yeah, I will cook me some turkey, right?
Definitely.
I like turkey with the gravy on it.
Anything you want, Mr. Rankin. It'll be all my pleasure.
I'm going to come too. Can I come Sunday?
Definitely. It's a date.
It's a date?
It's a date.
I'll be over.
All right.
Turkey on the side with gravy and some red snapper fish.
I can't wait.
All right. And all the people in LA, I love y'all. I love y'all in Texas. I love y'all in New York. I love you in Atlanta. I love y'all everywhere, man. Big up y'all self, King. Big up yourself, dog. Alright, it's good. That's
all right.
Alright, bam. And big up the whole family, man. That's what it is. Yeah.
All right. This is Christine Petty for Sugar Promotions and Entertainment, signing off until next time.
Bye.